did it. We got it going. We got it done. We got out there and did what we were supposed to do. And I'm feeling more optimistic than I have felt in years. Probably since my daughters have been alive. Real talk. This is why. It's not because I'm a Trumpster, bro. Trump just symbolizes something much, hey, sweetheart. Trump symbolizes something more important than just him himself. I'm a Christian. I want to raise my daughters in a Christian environment. I want the freedom to do so without them being looked at the way that we've been looked at over the past 4 or 5 years. In order for that to happen, it has to be something different. There has to be a different lane. There has to be a different circumstantial dominion around them. So with Trump taking this and it being by a landslide, there's a few things that are evident. Number one, the left has been lying to you. If you're on the left, if you listen to the left's propaganda and the media thereof, guess what? You've been lied to. I keep seeing people on Twitter talking about, I don't understand what happened. They told us that she was going to win and it was going to be a close race. And why has it turned out like it did? I can't understand. You've been lied to, dog. And it's time that, do I like Trump, Jazz? Yeah, I like Trump a whole lot more than I do Kamala. There's a lot of stuff about Trump I don't like, but mostly I think he's a stand-up character. I think he means what he says. I think he stands on his business, and I can align with that. But most importantly, he's not getting in the way of the way I want to live my life and the way that I want to raise my daughters, which is embrace the freedom that our forefathers bled and died for so that we could be in a better position. And instead of people whining and crying about it, people need to start embracing that and growing into a better situation. But instead they want to fuss and they want to fight and they want to cry. So here's what I'm going to ask of you guys as people that, I'm glad Trump won. If that's what you're asking me, I'm super glad Trump won. Absolutely. Hey, Alex. Hey, Kate. Y'all say hey to my daughter, Cadence. She's in the chat too. But I'm tired, y'all. I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning making sure that they didn't try to steal that thing, man. But when Pennsylvania was called, it was such an epic moment. It's a moment I'll never forget. It's the first time that I can remember really in years and years and years where I felt so hopeful and so confident and just so blessed. I felt like God had blessed us. So the reason that I had to vote the way that I voted was because, number one, Kamala told me as a Christian that I wasn't welcome in her America by telling the people at her rally when she was talking about child deletions, and they said, Jesus is King, Jesus is Lord, and she said, oh, you're at the wrong rally. That means that Christians aren't welcome in her America, right? So that's one of the things that happened. To the people on the left that are wondering what in the world happened, how does this happen? Two, I think that the way that our country was built, the foundation it was built upon, the principalities that was set in place by the people that wrote the Declaration of Independence, which was written by people of faith, it's a successful blueprint. Why do we want to change that? Why would we ever want to change something that's been a successful blueprint for years and years and years? Why would we ever? I think that there is some importance here that we can all learn from and that we can gravitate to, though. And I think that one of the things that's important to me is unification, right? So I'm going to ask everybody in this that watches this that did vote for Trump, let's not be out here bashing the people that didn't vote for Trump. Let's try to unify. Let's try to educate and unify. That should be the ultimate goal, because I don't know about you, I want my daughters to grow up in a place where they are comfortable, where they're comfortable in their Christianity, where they're comfortable in their ideology, where they're comfortable in being the girls and the women that I am their mother or raising them to be without feeling shunned. That's all I want. And the more and more the left's ideology came to fruition, the more and more it seemed like that shunning was going to be evident and there was nothing that we were going to be able to do about it. So I'm ecstatically excited that we're in this position that we're in. So yes, Trump 2024, 100%. There wasn't another option. People are like, how could you vote for a felon to get in, blah, blah, blah. When are y'all going to realize that the propaganda and the lies outweigh the weight of his crimes? Like, what are we talking about? And I don't hate felons, bro. I have a past. I don't hate felons. There's second chances for everybody, bro. I'm at the point where I feel like I opened my Twitter this morning and I was hoping to see just a level of excitement. And for some reason, my algorithm just fed me a bunch of nonsense. And I was talking to Daniel and I was like, dog, I got to get off of Twitter for the next couple of weeks, because I was praying about it. I'm going to be real with y'all. I asked y'all to do it in the Tom McDonald video, American Flags. I asked y'all to do the same thing, where I was like, hey, let's be nice. Let's try to unify. Let's not talk crazy to other people. Bro, as soon as I opened that app, bro, comment after comment after comment, I was like, idiot. Like, I was like, oh man, God, I'm so sorry. This isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. And I had to put it away. I don't want to do that, but that's made up make-believe land. In real life, in real circumstances, this is a win. This is something that we can all agree on and that we can build from and that we can look forward to in the future. And that's all I wanted. I haven't felt so optimistic and hopeful in years. And I want y'all to know from the bottom of my heart, man, that I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to God, because I prayed and I prayed and I prayed to know who I needed to vote for, to know the right way to go. And it was overwhelming in my heart. And I told y'all in the American Flags reaction I did on election day, I was like, my spirit is singing. I can just feel it. You know, I can feel it. And that feeling never left me, man. I watched all the way till 2:30 in the morning, went to sleep, woke up at 6:37 wanting to shoot myself in the face because I was so tired. But it was important, I think, that we stayed up and watched, because they saw the amount of people that were watching. I think that it was just impossible to rig anything or steal anything. It wouldn't have been possible. Too big to rig, indeed. I mean, it was a landslide victory. A landslide victory. And what that says to me is, people are talking about the red and like, no, dude, what that says to me is that people are fed up and they're tired of the BS and they're ready to move forward in a direction that we were hopeful for when we were kids. I want my kids to feel that sense of hope that I felt when I was 10, 11, 12 years old. Just really the land of the free, the home of the brave. Y'all remember after 9/11 how people came together? That's what we need. We need that now. Anyway, man, I'm super ecstatic that we are where we are. I'm excited to see Trump in office. I think that God's got his back. I think that's evident from them literally trying to assassinate the man, and he's still here. And not only is he here, but he made it to the top again. After all the crap that everybody talked, he still made it. What does that tell you? Media is propaganda. All media. You can find somebody that you trust on YouTube like I do, but at the end of the day, media is propaganda. It's people's opinions, and they're going to spew their opinions. And the left-wing media has so many different versions of their same basic ideology and their same basic opinions that you can't escape it. It's everywhere. So I'm excited to see Trump where he's at. I'm excited going into the future. I'm hopeful and I'm optimistic. And I'm also hopeful and I'm optimistic that we will be able to unify through all of this once people start waking up and they start seeing, okay, maybe we were wrong. Trump said it in his speech. He said success drives people to want to unify and come back together. So I'm going to trust in that. And I think that that sounds about right to me. So I'm looking forward to it, man. And y'all keep a peep out for this afternoon. I got some Falling in Reverse coming. I got some Exhibit coming. I'm looking forward to getting on here and kicking it with you guys in a minute, but I wanted to get the election and the political stuff kind of out of the way, so that we can just move on and start reacting to whatever's react worthy over these next couple of weeks, man. So much love and much appreciation to all of you guys. Thank y'all for rocking with me. If you haven't seen the American Flags reaction, it's pretty epic to go back and watch that after knowing what we know now. It's epic. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new. And I will see y'all literally in about 2 hours. All right? Peace.